We are live. We're on Beretania Street here to check out Beer Lab Hawaii's newest location. Get a look at the great Ono food and the tasty beers on tap coming up next.
Plus, how the OHA Malama Loan Program supports native Hawaiian-owned businesses like Umi's Farm and Store. It's all coming up right now on Hi Now Daily.
Hello and welcome to Hi Now Daily. I'm Rachel Pocaro, and joining us, because he's out and about, is Kainoa Carlson. He's out in the community having some fun, and we're going to check in with him right now. He is at Beer Lab Hawaii's newest location in Makiki. What's up, Kainoa?
Hey, what's up, Rachel? Okay, I get it. It's a tough job, but somebody has got to do it. That's right. We're at the newest location for Beer Lab Hawaii. We're just steps away from Beretania Street, and we're joined right now by one of the owners and the founders of Beer Lab Hawaii. This is Nick Wong, and first of all, Nick, congrats on the new place, man. Cheers.
Hey, cheers.
Thank you so much for having us. Beer Lab Hawaii, it's some of Hawaii's very best, but how did Beer Lab start? How did this thing come together?
So, funny story. I mean, I was started as a Pro Harbor engineer. Really just met two of my, great friends and other two founders. Tried some great beer. Really had some crazy dreams brewing it in Milani at our, our friend's house. And one thing turned into the next, and boom, here we go, starting a brewery. Crazy dreams, and really just kind of followed that, really that progression of just building something.
Definitely. Okay, so this is going to be location number 4 for Beer Lab Hawaii.
Yes.
We've got Waipio, University, and Pro Ridge as well. But when we were talking, this is kind of the culmination of all of those experiences here on Beretania, yeah?
Absolutely. I mean, this truly is home. We were lucky enough to find some roots, really, and really kind of dig down and find a place to grow. Now that we have this spot, we're able to really up our production, really, and expand and grow and really kind of make this truly our home.
Absolutely. Now, speaking of home, it wouldn't be Beer Lab Hawaii without a little bit of pa'ina. So we have some of the ohana over here, some friends and family that have gathered. You can shaka on TV, guys. How's the beers out there? Going well? How's Beer Lab Hawaii treating you guys? Good? All right, well, there you go. So that's what it's all about over here. We've gathered plenty beers, plenty poo-poos. Now, let's talk about some of the production and how that's going to change with this new location specifically.
Yeah, so super awesome. It really gives us a chance to, one, expand our production here to be able to get our core beers to the state. But even more, it takes a little bit of that pressure off of YPO and lets us really get back to our roots of that experimentation, that really tweaking, trying, and really making something that hey, maybe one crazy style turns into something different. But even more than that, we really get to expand on our seltzer production. So our sister company, Loop Seltzers, we're really excited to try to really play with some of those really shave ice fun flavors.
Okay, now speaking of the flavors, we actually have some of them over here. So Nick, walk us through. These are some of the more popular beers that you guys offer on tap, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, the first one here, Lab Light, very clean, very easy drinking. Really our really, starter beer.
Right.
The second one is a really fun story. This is really our Maui Strong beer, or we did it in Kokua beer. It's the brewery's version. Really, we all got together. Again, thanks to Maui Brewing for putting it all together. But we were all able to brew a beer of a similar style, similar nature, and really take all those proceeds and kind of give back and donate it to Maui in our own brewery way.
Absolutely, and the Valley Isle continues to need our kokua and our support, so that's great you're doing that. And what about this last one? This is a crazy dark color.
Yeah, so this is kind of homage to our roots. This is called Milani Red.
Okay.
Really created by, again, my founder friend, Kevin Turia, because we started brewing in his backyard in Mililani. And this is a red, a lot darker than your normal red, but the really fun story was when it came out, this color tasted great, and my partner Kevin said, it's good, it's red like the dirt.
Okay, well, I love that. And cheers, Nick. Thank you so much for having us down here. Now, we're not done with Beer Lab Hawaii just yet. Coming out throughout the show, we're going to be talking about some food. You can host some parties out here at the new Beretania location, but until then, Rachel will send it back to you guys in the studio. Cheers. All right.
Thanks so much, Kainoa. Now, we want to wish a very happy birthday to one of our Hi Now viewers. Her name is Candida Crescentia, and she's celebrating her 103rd birthday today. That's so amazing. She was born on this day in 1921 in the Philippines. She immigrated to Oahu in December of 1978 and had 6 children. She's the matriarch of the family and now has 12 grandchildren and 21 great-grandchildren. Whoo! She says she likes watching Hawaii News Now to feel connected to the community, and we thank you so much for watching. She says she made it to 103 by being happy and also credits God and the Ohana. Thank you so much, of course, for watching Hi Now Daily. We will be right back. Welcome back to Hi Now Daily. Now, the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce Hawaii is holding events at the Aloha Tower Marketplace this weekend. Joining me today, we've got Barbara DeLuca, the president and co-founder of Hispanic Chamber of Commerce Hawaii, and Monica Nunez, the secretary. So I'm so happy to have you folks joining me today because we are celebrating, right? It's a big month. So tell us about what we're celebrating.
Well, it is Hispanic Heritage Month, and we have the Latino Business Expo happening at the Aloha Tower Marketplace. So we'll be featuring over 35 Latino business owners, and we have entertainment by Folklorico Ballet from Phoenix, Arizona, and we also have a business panel discussion with some of our leaders in the community.
It's going to be a really fun time. Again, this is at Aloha Tower Marketplace on the lawn. So tell us about some of the events that's going to be taking place. I know you're talking about Teremana is going to be like a special part of the celebration. So how are you folks incorporating that into the event?
Yeah, so definitely. Teremana, we are so grateful for Teremana Tequila to be able to sponsor us. What it is, it's going to be a tasting event of all their tequila. So it's the Reposado, the Añejo, and the Blanco. And they're doing it for free. They donated their whole product. They donated swag. Also, you see that there's hats and handkerchiefs and everything. So they're donating everything because they believe in our cause as well to be able to raise funds for the Maui relief.
Absolutely. So thank you too for putting this all together. And of course, Teremana for being one of the sponsors of the event. And you were kind of mentioning what was going to be going down, but you mentioned a panel discussion. What is that going to entail and what kind of conversations are going to be had?
That's great. Yes, sure. So we have 4 of our business leaders joining us from different industries. So one is HNLAX. It's a barbershop and a salon, and he has 2 locations, Pro Ridge and Waikele. And then we also have Rip Fitness. They're more than a gym. They're Dominican owned. They're great. They're doing things differently, you know. So they have a location in Waipahu, and we also have, you know, you're familiar with him, El Ranchero.
Oh, yes,
Hector, yes. At Taqueria El Ranchero. So he's going to be one of our guests. And we also have the owners of the Mercado de la Raza. And so we're going to just discuss what they're doing differently to grow their business. And, you know, they do pop-up shops at their locations. And yeah, it's going to be a great discussion.
Very cool. And you were saying there's kind of a bit of a theme, bringing the Hawaiian culture and mixing that with the Latin community here.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Well, our chamber, we have a fun chamber. So we're known for Latinos and those who love us. And so we're all indigenous. You know, we want to invite the whole community to come out and celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month with us.
Awesome. And then you had also mentioned that there's going to be a type of ballet there, so different types of events, and it's fun for the whole family, right?
Exactly. We have a keiki zone, and in the keiki zone, we're going to have salsa lessons.
Ooh.
Yes.
Sign me up for that. I love to move and groove. So salsa lessons, okay.
Yeah.
So fun for the whole family. How can people be a part of this? Is there you got to register or get some tickets? How does that work?
Sure, it's a free event, and you can go to latinbizexpo.com to get your free tickets, or you can also get your $75 ticket for our fundraising event. That includes the Terramana tequila tasting and oyster shucking by Oysters Hawaii. So it's going to be a great event for 21 and over and family.
Awesome. And then if people want to get more information, you have a website. You also have Facebook and Instagram. Tell people how they can stay engaged with you folks and learn more about what's happening in the Latin community here in Hawaii.
Oh, sure. Thank you for asking. You can go to Hispanic Chamber High on Instagram or find us on Facebook, Hispanic Chamber of Commerce Hawaii.
Okay, and we're not going to forget about this handsome stud that's standing right next to us. Lord, I wish he was absolutely real, but we'll settle for the cutout today. And then just speaking of the Terramana tequila, you brought a couple of the bottles here, a few of the bottles, in fact, and you already poured some out. So as we end this segment, we wanted to end off with a little toast with some of the Terramana that's going to be at the event. Again, one more time, it is going to be on October 7th, so go ahead and check them out. And let's do that nice toast you gave us over.
Definitely. Okay. Pa arriba, pa abajo, pa lado, pa el otro lado, salud.
Salud! All right, go ahead and check out the event that's happening. We're going to have all the details up on HiNowDaily.com. Mahalo. We'll be right back. Oh, this guy. Smooth. Him, the tequila, both smooth. Welcome back to Hi Now Daily. We're celebrating What's Brewing Week with Beer Lab Hawaii all week long. Let's check back in with Kainoa Carlson, who is live from their newest location in Makiki. Hey Kainoa, what's brewing?
Oh, I like that. Okay, what's brewing, Rachel? We're going to tell you all about it. Now, again, this is Beer Lab Hawaii's newest location right over here on Beretania Street. We're hanging out with Nick Wong, one of the owners. We've got fermentation tanks behind us. Look how big these are, but where are we at right now, Nick?
So right now, this is our fermentation shed, part of our brewery. Still got some work to do, but yeah, behind us, really, it's our 30-barrel fermenters. Really, these plus a few other tanks that are coming in, gonna give us probably about 4 times the capacity that we're able to do at YPO. So good, fun, new beers coming out.
Exciting, man. Okay, so I gotta ask the big question. How much, like, beer does this thing hold?
A lot.
A lot.
No, but this is about, I would say, give or take, 500-ish gallons.
500-ish gallons. Okay, now come with us. Now, fermentation tanks are right here. Take a quick walk with us, because here at the Beretania location, right next to the fermentation tanks, check this out. This is right where we were a little bit before.
Absolutely.
So, having the fermentation tank so close, how does this kind of like affect the operation with you guys?
So the best thing is, if you're coming here to have a beer,
right,
you get to see the brewers, you get to see how your beer is made, you get to smell it as it's being brewed, and really, it all kind of blends into, again, our open air beer garden, really seeing how everything's done right at home.
Okay, I like it. Hey, hello, party people, we're back on TV. Everyone want to wave hi to Hi Now Daily right now? Thanks, everyone. Okay, so we're moving in here now. We want to come back on camera because I want to show you guys this. What I have in my hand right now, this is liquid gold, okay? This is about to get released, and this is a collaboration with Beer Lab Hawaii and who? Nick,
Sage Creamery.
Sage Creamery. So what is this beer? What's it all about?
Turan, our newest banana lumpia beer that's coming out. So in celebration of Filipino American History Month, we really wanted to celebrate Filipino culture, everything about it, and another company of Sage Creamery.
It's a lot of collaborations with local businesses. Now, how do people get this one? Because this is about to drop very soon. And before you tell people how, the last one you guys made sold out how quick?
Couple hours.
Yeah, because you guys have done collabs with Asato, right?
Absolutely.
So, I mean, this is where it's at. How do people get this one?
So, best thing, make sure you don't miss it. Subscribe to our email list. You guys make sure that every single drop or every single beer released is available to you. Sign up for our email list. But this one on Thursday at 1:30 will be available for pre-release, pre-order, and be able to come and pick it up on Friday.
This is crazy. Sage Creamery, Beer Lab Hawaii. That's what What's Brewing Week is all about. And coming up a little bit later in the show, we're going to sample some of the grinds over here because you guys got food.
Absolutely.
All right, that's going to do it for me and Nick. Rachel, we'll send it back to you. Go get it.
Thursday at 1:30, I am setting my alarm. Now, coming up, we'll be checking in with how the Office of Hawaiian Affairs supports Native Hawaiian businesses like Umi's Farm and Umi Store from Kauai. You're watching Hi Now Daily. We'll be right back. Check out all that produce. Welcome back to Hi Now Daily. The Office of Hawaiian Affairs supports Native Hawaiian-owned businesses through their Malama Loan program. Now, joining me today is Umi Martin, owner of Umi's Farm and Umi's Store. And I've also got Robert Crowell, the loan processor at the Office of Hawaiian Affairs. And I've got your wonderful wife here, Ka'iolani. Thank you so much for joining me today. All right. Well, let's start off with your wonderful business. I know you guys are out on Kauai. You were born and raised Kekaha. You went across, got some experience out on the mainland, a psychology degree, is that right? And then you're like, you know what? I think I'm just going to start me a farm, right?
Yeah, pretty much, just like that.
All right. Well, let's talk about your roots and how you got to that point of starting your own farm and all of that.
Well, you know, so I had no farming experience before I started farming, and I think my first taste of farming came from when I was at the University of Hawaii, and I was helping out at their taro patch down at the Lo'i Kaniwai. And so when I had some old family land on Kauai that wasn't used, so when I moved back to Kauai, that was my goal, was to get back on that land and start farming.
And I gotta ask, starting a farm from, from scratch, you know what I mean? That must be very difficult to do. You had some support. Tell me how you were able to do that.
Yeah, just hard work and determination, because when you start off from scratch, the learning curve is pretty steep, and it does take a while to learn what you need to. And so definitely getting help along the way and encouragement was important to get going.
Awesome. And so some of that support is in the form of loans and programs that you were able to take advantage of. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so I'd been farming taro for a while, but then I wanted to transition to tropical fruits. And so when I finally got the land to get going, and I had approached OHA and applied for their Malama Loan program, and that was a big help in getting started.
Absolutely. Now, what was that experience like from not getting the help that you really needed, and then getting on board with OHA and being able to, really boost your farming?
Yeah, farming is expensive, and you don't really realize that. And so when I was faced with having the land in place and needed to get started, the realization that I needed to have some working capital to get going. And so that Malama Loan was perfect for me to get started.
Absolutely. Now, Robert, I gotta ask you, you being the loan processor and working with the local community, what is that like, and being able to help the Native Hawaiians here start up their businesses or just keep their businesses going?
So Ume gave us a call and said, hey, I wanna, number one, he had one loan come by, and that was to purchase and operate Ume Store in Waimea. And then he came back and said, hey, I need funds to working capital for his farm. So we talked story. He provided that second application. He had good credit. We provided him the funds, and he was able to expand his farm and move from mango to citrus. And you can see all of the products or produce he has here. We're excited to support his farm and his store.
Awesome. Okay, so let's talk about that. We've got a bunch of produce here on our table. Tell me about what you grow on your, 5 acres?
Well, so my field is about 18 acres, and I currently have about 10 acres planted.
Okay.
Mangoes is my number one fruit that I grow, and then citrus as well. And then I also have just, a bunch of different types of fruits that we grow in smaller amounts and trying out. And some are exotic and unknown, like the sugar apple.
Oh, sugar apple. Is that this one?
Yep, that's that one.
Okay, can I try that? Because I don't think I've ever had a sugar apple before.
So, you just kind of scoop around the skin, because it's really sweet right along the skin, and then you get some of that.
Okay, scoop around the skin. Oh, that's so cool. And you eat it just like that,
right,
then?
Just like that.
You guys just go for broke and just eat the seed, or you spit the seed?
Yeah, you spit the seeds on.
Wow, that's good. Guys, that was good. It came right off the seed, super tender, so soft, and it's sweet, but very, very good. Wow. I would like to grow some of that at my house. That's so yummy. Okay, and how can people support you at your farm, your store, everything? You have a storefront that's right in Waimea on Kauai, right?
Yep, so I have the store, and right now I sell fruits out of the store, and I also, some of my fruits make it to the farmer's market through other vendors as well, and so that's how I get my fruit out at the moment, yeah.
Awesome. Okay, and then now I wanted to move back to you and talk more about the loan programs that you have. I know there's a Mahiai one as well, right?
Yes, so we started in 2023 a Mahiai agricultural loan program. This provides to eligible Native Hawaiians a 4% fixed interest loan with a unique feature of we defer the payments for 6 months up front because we know that it takes a while for the crop to mature, the animals to grow, and we want to give you that time to not have to worry about a payment. We encourage you to go to loans.oha.org to get more information. The application takes maybe 15 minutes to complete, and it's about 5 to 10 days for the underwriting and the loan decision.
Wow, awesome. So if you are a Native Hawaiian owner and you want more support throughout your business, make sure you go ahead and check out Oha Malama Loans. They're gonna help you out if they can, when they can, however they can. And I wanna say thank you to Three for joining us today because we had so much fun. And I gotta say, this fruit, excellent. If you ever stop up at this store, go pick one of these up. They're awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Aloha.
All right, and that brings us to our Instagram question of the day. What's your favorite fruit? Let us know by commenting on our story on our Instagram profile, Hi Now Daily. I gotta say, this is now my favorite fruit right here.
It is. It's nice.
All right, now let's check back in with Kainoa, who's live at Beer Lab Hawaii's newest location in Makiki. Kainoa, what's happening?
Oh, Rachel, all kinds of good stuff are happening. We've talked beers, we've talked the process, we've talked fermentation, but now we want to show you we're talking all kind Ono food. That's right. It's What's Brewing Week with Beer Lab Hawaii. We'll be right back after the break.
Beer Lab Hawaii has a new location on South Beretania Street in Makiki, and that's where my co-host Kainoa Carlson is today. Let's check in with him now. What's up, Kainoa?
Yo, how's it, Rachel? Yeah, that's right. It's been a big paino over here on Beretania Street. We're back with Nick Wong, one of the owners and the founders of Beer Lab Hawaii, as we talk everything what's brewing week, and we're talking local ingredients, and now we're talking local food, Nick. So what went into kind of like the menu design for this Beretania location?
So, our thoughts really were, let's create a menu that pairs with beer. You know, normally you go to a restaurant and it's always wine pairings, beer pairings. This really was our shot to go, hey, let's switch it on, right? So we have all of our beer, always fresh, always great, but let's make food that pairs with beer. So our favorite, of course, number one go-to is poke.
Poke, of course.
You know, every time we have parties, you know, garage lanai, whatever, it's always fresh fish, beer.
Yeah.
So yeah, to start it off, I mean, we've got, you know, spicy ahi, Hawaiian, and then shoyu. But again, I mean, really, fresh fish, poke, goes with beer.
Yeah, very local style. Now we have the shoyu, the Hawaiian style, the spicy.
Absolutely.
We got tofu action too over here.
Absolutely, but you know, that's really the beginning. We really plan to kind of adventure out and expand and try to go and see what other cultures are eating, how they drink, how they eat. So you know, we're adding a couple things. Of course, we just have our pipi kala poke, and you know, our newest thing to the menu, smoked ahi bit. But again, this is just the beginning. We plan to make the ultimate pupu menu.
Say that one more time.
The ultimate pupu menu.
Ultimate pupu menu. Sign me up for that. I like that. Now, we've been out here kind of the entire show today, and it's a different kind of vibe. Again, this is the fourth location, right? We've got University, Waipio, and Pearl City, or Pearl Ridge. But what is the vibe and why this location? Like, what was it about this spot? Why are you guys here?
Yeah, so, you know, we're local people, right? Born and raised, grew up here, right? I was lucky enough to have been raised in Manoa Valley and graduate from Roosevelt High School. So I'm pretty intimate with this location. And really, you know, a little selfish, but I wanted to bring something back to this area, this community. You know, not, of course, Kakako is amazing, but bring something back to a little bit of where I grew up and what I feel like needs, you know, something fun, something exciting, and really just a breath of fresh air kind of in downtown Honolulu, right?
Absolutely, and I just want to say I had a chance to sample some of the poke. The poke is it's salty, it's spicy, it's just that local poke we know and love. And when you talk about bringing something back to the community, supporting local people, right behind us over here is a mural. And if you see, there's some blank spaces when you step into this location. Now, what's the deal with the blank space and the mural behind us? What's taking place with that?
Yeah, so it really is to give it the feel and the vibe of, hey, we're growing here, we're evolving, and all of these blank spaces we hope to fill with, you know, friends, families, you know, different artists, and really to give a chance to different artists. So, I mean, we're gonna have a contest coming up.
So what's the deals with the contest? Give us the details.
Okay, we'll start with the contest, but really, we're gonna kick off the contest today. We have all these open walls. We're looking for, really just a few local artists that hopefully have a connection with us or just want to create a fun mural. So to really just make a draft, whatever you're thinking, follow us on Instagram, DM us, or best one, email us at info@beerlabhigh, or just go to our website. All of the information's there. And the whole goal is we want to promote some local artists, hopefully some from the community around here. And the grand plan is take their mural art, and then we're going to put it on one of our cans for our special releases and send that out to the state.
Very cool. And that's totally the vibe you get when you come here to this specific location. It's local beers, it's local food, it's local artists, it's all the local flavors and the local people we know. Speaking of, I got to shout out, this mural is actually done by a friend of mine. This is Casey Kawaguchi's work. I've known this brother since I was like 6 years old. So incredible to see the work that continues to flow here in Hawaii. But if people want to get more info about Beer Lab Hawaii, they want to jump on the mailing list, because again, the banana lumpia, this is the featured flavor, right?
Absolutely.
This month. How do people sign up? How do they jump on the mailing list? When can they get it? And all the details.
Yeah, so best easiest way, make sure you follow us on Instagram, get the best news, newest news. But if not, really hop on our mailing list.
Okay, yeah,
Email mailing list. Make sure that you don't miss any of the special releases, any of the fun events we're doing, any of the beer classes we're even doing. But yeah, but for this beer, 1:30 p.m. Thursday, pre-order, and then pick up on Friday.
It's Banana Lumpia beer. What about that do you not want? But hey, Nick, I just want to say cheers to you, man.
Cheers.
Congratulations to you and the rest of the Beer Lab Hawaii Ohana. 4th location. Come on down and check it out. It is good aloha vibes. That'll do it for us out here. Rachel, we'll send it back to you in the studio. Cheers, brother. Cheers, guys.
Hey, thanks, Kainoa. Tiki's Grill and Bar is celebrating 21 years of fun, food, drinks, and service with aloha.
That's right, and here to talk about their upcoming benefit to support Maui is Executive Chef Ronnie Nasuti. Thank you so much for joining us in the High Now Kitchen.
Thank you for having me.
All right, well, we've got a lot to get to. We're going to talk about this event, and as we do so, you are going to do what you do best, which is whip up something yummy to eat. Tell us first what you're going to be whipping up while
I'll
we're talking.
start cooking this while we're doing that. So I'm going to make Molokai venison bolognese, and it has locally produced moringa pappardelle pasta in it.
Very cool. Okay, now let's get to that event. What's going to be going down and on which date? This is October
17th. Live entertainment. I'm not positive of the bands. The tickets, I believe, are $40. Is that what they said in the information? I think so,
yeah. So
a lot of information.
Lot of information. So on October 17th, you basically want to go down to Tiki's Grill and Bar because they are going to be having a lot of fun down there. Like you said, there's going to be some entertainment. There's also going to be delicious food. And I mean, with the executive chef here, tell us what you're going to be whipping up.
So we have a bunch of things off of our menu. We're going to do this. We're going to do this as a little tasting portion. We're going to do some arancinis that you'll taste later on.
Ooh.
We make that's smoked marlin arancinis. And we make another venison dish that's gyozas, and those will be on the menu. And then we have our signature pork ribs and things like that on the menu as well.
Very cool. Now tell us a little bit about Tiki's Grill and Bar, what you folks are known for, because you guys are open from 11 a.m. and you guys party until midnight, right?
Exactly. Yeah, we're very busy. We're right in Waikiki. Again, we have live entertainment day and nights, lunch and dinner every day of the week, and we may have more variety of local bands than anyone else in Waikiki, I think. We have a lot of local bands.
And you guys have happy hour every single day, right?
Every single day is happy hour, of course.
And let's tell everybody where you folks are located, because it was formerly an Aston Waikiki hotel, right?
Right.
Now
it's called the Twin Fin now.
The Twin Fin. And what floor are you located on?
We're on the 3rd floor, so it overlooks Waikiki Beach, overlooks Kalakaua, a big 400-seat restaurant, all open lanai seating. It's beautiful. Spectacular sunsets.
Absolutely. So a killer view if you go down to Tiki's Grill and Bar. And again, this is October 17th, where this event is going to be taking place. So make sure you go ahead and check them out on their website for the tickets, because you said it's about $40 to get in. There's going to be live entertainment. Some of the dishes that you're going to be featuring is this one that you're cooking up right now.
Yep.
And tell me a little bit about what else that you have on the menu at Tiki's, because it was one of my favorites. In fact, my brother used to work there as like a bar back and a food runner. He loved it there. One of my best friends used to work there. I'm telling you, this place is very local, right in the heart of Waikiki. That's what makes Tiki's Grill and Bar so special, is the kama'aina that love to come into Waikiki and take part in the festivities that you guys have going on. You have to tell me a little bit about more what's on the menu.
Of course, we have steaks and seafood, pasta dishes. I'm of Italian descent, Italian American, so I like to have pasta on the menu. We have homemade gnocchi that we serve with lamb shanks and shrimp.
And
we
tell
have
me
a puttanesca pasta.
Tell me you still have that prime rib poke.
Prime rib poke still on the menu. Yep, that's a classic from day one.
Everything you've just been listing sounds delicious. I'm not from here. I'm from Dallas, and so I've just been trying all the local foods, and just hearing it makes my mouth water.
Well, this is just going to be another opportunity where you can go down and try out more local food. And the fun thing is that it's a really exciting vibe when you go down there. Of course, there's the music, the great food. The bartenders are wonderful when they point up those drinks. But also, it's locally owned and operated. Tell me about how special that is.
Yeah, 3 graduates from UH. Those are my bosses. We have awesome bosses. One of them was a UH football star back in the day. And then Bill Tobin's a restaurateur. He's been in the business for forever. And then Michael Miller's our director of operations. And they all have their hands in everything, and that's who I answer to. but they kind of let me do whatever I want menu-wise. So that's what I like about the job. It's a great gig.
I love that. You get to experiment, and as a chef, that's a fun thing to do, is create things that really inspire you. And where are we at with the dish you're making
So
today?
all that stuff I put in there. So this is magic of television. You could see me doing that while I was talking, right? So we sauteed all the vegetables. There's local crimini mushrooms in there from Small Kind Farms. There's garlic. There's red wine. There's cream. All this stuff would normally cook for about an hour, 45 minutes, an hour, 15 minutes.
But the magic of TV.
With the magic of TV, then so this is the made sauce right here.
Ooh, it smells fabulous in here. And whoa, those noodles are green. What kind of noodles are those?
These are moringa.
Moringa.
Calamangai,
oh,
right?
Yes, calamangai. Yes, that's a Filipino.
Yes.
Very cool. Okay, now we're gonna plate that up. Oh, nice. Get that heat of the noodles into the pan.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Ooh, I like your style. The flip.
I'm not trashing your kitchen yet, right?
Don't worry, we've done worse in the kitchen, I tell you, with our cooking. At least that one time I tried to teach you how to make a spam musubi beef. I'm sorry
Do you cook at home?
I do. I like to cook at home. So you're gonna have to give me this recipe before you leave. Okay, so one more time, tell us what this is.
So that's Molokai venison bolognese. I put this on there.
Oh,
This is Pecorino Romano, sharp sheep's milk cheese. It's fantastic.
All right, and
That
as
puts
we
the dish
try
over the
this,
top.
Thank you so much. We are going to catch up with you in just a minute because he's going to be cooking even more here at the High Now Kitchen. And then we're going to have even more details on the upcoming event that's happening October 17th. You're watching High Now Daily. We'll be right back. Woo! Woo!
Burning your mouth.
So good. Whoa, chef.
Thank you.
Hawaiian Telecom is celebrating its 140th anniversary of serving the community. Joining us here in the studio, we have Ben Morgan. And Ben, I don't want to screw up your title, so can you say it for us?
Oh, thank you. Vice President of Business Operations and Transformation.
Okay, so in that capacity, what do you specialize in?
Yeah, so what I'm really responsible for at Hawaiian Telecom is managing all the projects and the systems to move all of our customers from our old legacy copper network onto our new fiber optics network, and then eventually retiring and shutting down that old network.
As Hawaiian Telecom looks to continue to innovate as we move into the future, what are you folks doing to become a more sustainable, greener company?
Yeah, so primarily it's this new fiber network. That's one of the main things that provides us much more energy efficient. So we have a goal as a company to reduce our greenhouse gas emissions by 40% by 2030. And a big part of that is actually moving from our old network to the new network. The new network is much more energy efficient, provides better service, and is a big part of how we get to that target.
Okay, so as you make that transition, how is that going to impact copper usage moving forward?
Yeah, so what we hope to do eventually is to migrate everyone off of that old copper network onto our new network, which supports all of our services, phone service, internet service, provides much faster internet. But also, once we get those customers off, we can retire that old network, remove all those copper cables, and shut down the equipment that support it, which are huge energy hogs, and that allows us to get to our greenhouse gas emissions goals.
Ben, why is becoming more sustainable, more greener as Hawaiian Telecom looks to the future? Why is that so important for you guys as a company?
You know, it's hugely important for us. We not only do we provide services to the state, but we live here. These are our friends, our families. We live in these communities. It's important that we be part of the solution for a better climate future. So we're doing things like we have over 60 locations across the state that already have solar panels usage on them. That's providing electricity, and that's going to get us about 15% of the way to our goal. We're doing other things like eventually electrifying our fleet, and we're kind of looking through all kinds of different methods to get to those goals.
Last question for you, Ben. When you think about 140 years of being here in Hawaii and everything that Hawaiian Telecom has done, so many of us have friends and family members that work at Hawaiian Telecom. What does that mean to you guys as a company to be here serving Hawaii for that amount of time?
This is huge for us. You know, we've been around, like you said, 140 years. That's an immense amount of time. We take it as a big responsibility to provide telecommunication services both across the state and to the world. And you know, we all feel a part of it, a personal responsibility. All of our employees pretty much live here in the state. Our friends and family are customers, they're employees. This is where we live, this is where we do business, and this is where we do everything.
Absolutely. Well, mahalo to Hawaiian Telecom and everything you folks have done. 140 years, cheers to 140 more.
Okay, thank you, Kano.
Thanks so much for coming on the show. And for more information about Hawaiian Telecom and everything taking place as they move into the future, head to our website, HiNowDaily.com.
All right, now let's check in with This Is Now anchor Dylan and Tessa.
Happening on October 7th is a unique and thrilling fundraiser unlike any of the others out there. Over the Edge is put on by Special Olympics Hawaii. I recently spoke with Garrica Venegas, the development officer with the organization.
Over the Edge is an annual fundraiser for Special Olympics Hawaii that helps raise funds to provide sports, health, education, leadership programs to local athletes with intellectual disabilities.
I was lucky enough to take part in this and experience it firsthand in 2021. For me, the most terrifying part was at the very top when you're hanging over the edge just before you start. Leaning back, relying on the lines, I looked down and my heart sank. But it was for a great cause. Special Olympics Hawaii helps so many athletes who work so hard to represent their communities across the state and even internationally. They're aiming to raise over $180,000 to support the athletes, and some of them will be on site during the fundraiser. Now, if you want to go over the edge for a good cause, there are still spots available for you to sign up. But if conquering heights isn't your thing, you can still support from the ground. For more information on how to do so, just go to sohawaii.org. And of course, we'll also post more details on our website, hawaiinewsnow.com. For Hawaii News Now, I'm Dylan Ancheta.
How amazing. Thank you so much, Dylan. Now, our friends at Island Craves, they're giving away something special for the whole family. Later this month, they're hosting an event called Autumn Family Fun on Saturday, October 28th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Hawaii Children's Discovery Center. The free event is open to the public, but there is a charge to visit the exhibits. There'll be keiki vendors, local businesses, food, games, and so much more. And Island Craves is giving away a family pack for 4 to Hawaii Children's Discovery Center. Go to our Instagram page at hinowdaily.com for details on how to enter. Also, if you want to be a vendor at the event, contact them on Instagram at Island Craves LLC. You're watching Hi Now Daily. We'll be right back with more from Tiki's Grill and Bar. Stay with us. Welcome back to Hi Now Daily. We're back in the Hi Now kitchen with Executive Chef Ronnie Nasuti of Tiki's Grill and Bar. Thank you again so much for joining us today. You folks are celebrating 21 years of being in Waikiki and just serving up amazing food and entertainment for all to enjoy. And now we're going to talk a little bit more about an event that's coming up on October 17th. And it's benefiting Maui, right?
Yes. So all the ticket proceeds will go to the Maui Food Bank. It's our 21st anniversary. Again, that's a pretty incredible feat for a lot of restaurants in today's times and going through COVID and all that. So we're glad to be around. We're glad for the community support. We're glad to be part of all the charities that we're part of. We're very fortunate for all the staff that we have. A lot of restaurants aren't even staffed. We have great staff and we move forward every day. They're awesome.
Well, congratulations on the 21, and we want to just mahalo you folks for supporting Maui again. The proceeds from all of the tickets will go to the Maui Food Bank. So go ahead and get those tickets at tikigrill.com, right?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and get those tickets. And then I wanted to touch upon some of the dishes that you have in front of us here. We had the bolognese earlier. Tell me about these 3 dishes that you made up for us.
So that's a smoked marlin arancini, Chiavi smoked marlin, and we brine it and smoke it, and we make an arancini. It's an Italian risotto ball, and then we deep fry it. So it's gonna be our arborio risotto. There's a little balsamic drizzle on that, and some Parmesan cheese. And then that's another venison dish. That's actually Molokai venison and beef. Gyozas, deep fried.
Oh, yeah.
And then we serve it with spicy aioli and kabiaki sauce. And usually it has some Tsunamono homemade pickles next to it, local vegetables. And then those are poke sliders. We call them like wonton sliders. It's ahi with poke sauce and some masago on a little slider, so like a finger food.
Well, don't mind if I do. Change that camera shot because I'm about to eat this. Is that okay if I dig in? All right, you go ahead on that one.
Go on these.
Yeah.
This is the part that I get excited for, where we just get to dig in.
Ooh.
Yeah, you don't get to do that when you're doing the weather, do you?
This is good. Okay. Now, will some of these dishes be at the event that's happening on October 7th?
Yes, all of them.
All of them.
We're going to serve all of these that day.
Okay, very cool. And then there's going to be live entertainment, some things that are happening. So tell me one more time what's going to be going down.
Just like you said, live entertainment. I think we're going to try to sell up to about 200 tickets. Oh, I'm sure we'll sell them all, actually. We threw ourselves a party last year. I think we did like 600 people. We just threw ourselves a giant rager. We're going to tone it down a little bit this year. It's 21st. It's 2 weeks before Halloween or whatever. Sell about 200 tickets. It'll be like an open buffet, a live action station with our staff. It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be awesome. So go ahead and check them out. This is October 17th at Tiki's Grill and Bar. Thank you so much for joining us today. You're watching Hi Now Daily. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Thank you.